Vinyl community, Anthony up here in Boston. Gambler 812. I wanted to fire through Joe over at Racer Records. He had posted, he actually called me out. He wanted me to do a show a Kiss vinyl tag. It's 11 questions showing your collection, various things, various items. And even though things have been kind of crazy over here, I did promise him that I would do it. So I'm going to fire through it real quick for you, Joe. Okay, Joe's first question is, first Kiss album that I bought. So a lot of my collection was handed down to me from my cousin and from one of my neighbors. And they had given me, you know, Alive, Destroyer, Love Gun, all the early stuff. So for me, the first album that I bought was Dynasty with my own money. I love Dynasty. It really does take a bad rap. It's not a disco album. It's a killer album. Okay, question number 2. Album with the guts inside. So I have to cheat here, Joe. I got to be honest with you. I don't have any originals with the original guts. But what I do have the repress, the anniversary edition of Kiss Alive 2, which came with the guts. So I'm going to show you that stuff real quick. It is on this beautiful red, blue, gray swirl. Sound quality is really good. If any of you guys don't have it and want to pick it up, I would definitely say do so. The sound quality is fantastic. So it did come, you know, with the Evolution booklet, all that. We all know what's in here. All good stuff. All fantastic photos of the band throughout that era. And it had the sleeves for that time frame. And it also did give the tattoos. So I did have to cheat a little. I don't have any originals, but that's what I got. Okay, a 5-word line from the movie Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. Oh my goodness. So this movie is a little all over the place, for as any Kiss fan would say, but I do remember, and I did go back and look this up, while they were fighting the in Devereaux's underground lair, they were fighting off the robots, and Ace's superpower was to transport the band out of harm's way. So Ace got the band and went like this with his thumb, and they all transported. But unfortunately, Ace only transported them to another part of the room. So at the end, Ace looks around at the band, and he says, "So much for my solo." So there's your 5 words. Good stuff. I mean, I actually do still watch it. As sad, as funny, as sad as it may be. Okay, what do we got here? Question 5, favorite non-makeup album. So I have to go through this. My favorite non-makeup album, and I'm going to consider this non-makeup, is 100% Kiss Unplugged, because they were not in the makeup. This was just fantastic. It was the rebirth of the band, in my opinion. But if you want to go, you know, regular release, it's definitely Lick It Up. Just because I just, for Ace not being there and Peter not being there and 1,000,000 to 1, that song is just my favorite on the album. Okay. Question 5, favorite Kiss memorabilia that you own. Okay, so I was going to show my photo that I had Ace sign at the meet and greet, but that's really not memorabilia, I feel. It's just a picture or a poster that I had him sign. So my favorite piece of memorabilia is, in 1998, Kiss they had a contract with Spencer's Gifts, and they were pumping out product like Joe, like you pump out videos. And they did have a limited edition. I believe it was either 1,500 or 2,000 beer steins. And they are very, very hard to come across. And I'm going to show them off here. This is Gene. These things here, it has a pewter top with each member on it. I don't like to open it because they are very, very hard to find. And it took me a long time to put this set together. So I was lucky enough. Here's the, they all do come with a certificate. I think it's 1,500 or 2,000 each beer stein. So I was lucky enough. I found Gene, Paul, and Peter on, someone was selling them on Facebook Marketplace. And I went and I did pick them up. But the detail on these beer steins, man, they're hefty, they're large, they're probably about 12 inches, I'm going to say each. And they're gorgeous. They were from Taiwan. They were done. Here's the Peter. You can see the bottom has the detail is just fantastic. It has everything. I'm just trying to be gentle because I don't want to lose out. Because it took me forever to find Mr. Fraley. So Peter and Ace are definitely the hardest to come across. So like I said, here's the Ace. Like I said, I found the other three on Facebook Marketplace. And I met the woman and I purchased them from her. And the Ace I probably found, oh man, maybe like a year and a half after I had the other three on eBay, brand new in the box. And I'm not going to bullshit everyone. I paid $400 just for the Ace. If you go online and try and buy them as a set, good luck to you. You can probably get them individually. If you can find them and you do like what I showed, I would highly recommend them. They're absolutely gorgeous. What I do want to do is I want to get either like a glass or an acrylic, like figure, like a protector either, but it's the dimensions on these things, they're kind of big, they're kind of hefty, and I don't want to ruin them. So I would like to protect them. And I do search online to find the the glass cases, like the action figure holders and all that. But for these dimensions and the weight, they're kind of hard to come by, but they're gorgeous. To find them all, like I said, to find them all together is very, very rare. If you do come across them and you like them, definitely pick them up. They're beautiful and definitely a conversation piece. Okay, Show a Kiss bootleg. All right, 50 million thousand Kiss fans can't be wrong. This is from the Cow Palace, August 16th, 1977, the day Elvis Presley died. I showed this on my introduction, Vinyl Community introduction video. Kiss gives a shout out, or Paul gives a shout out to Elvis Presley on stage after the news broke that he had passed. Had to have it. Got it. For me, automatic. Okay, question 7, rank the solo albums. I'm going to rank mine last to first. This is, once again, this isn't right, this isn't wrong. This is for me. Last to first. Last is Gene. Then Peter. I like this album. I love Peter Criss's voice. I really feel that he was underutilized as a vocalist in the band. Second is Paul. And I'm sure everybody knows that Mr. Fraley was going to be my first. I don't know how many times I've listened to this album in my life. I really don't. But it has got me through a lot of ups and downs, that album. Killer album. Okay, Show a Picture Disc. So, I'm not a fan of Picture Disc, Joe. The only picture disc I have, it's not even Kiss, but it's Kiss related. It's Ace Frehley's Greatest Hits Live. And like I said, I'm really not a big fan of the sound quality of picture discs, so I don't buy them usually. So that's all I have. Okay, ticket 9, Show a Ticket Stub. Okay. 1996 was my first concert for the reunion, and I don't have it. And I've seen the reunion to the farewell I've probably seen them 10 times. I don't have one stub. But what I do have a copy of the farewell, the last show that I went to with my son in New York on December 1st. Is my seats. I had front row balcony on Gene Simmons' side. what an experience. When we got to the seats, they did have on every seat, they had these LED light bracelets that went to the music. And I thought it was a nice little touch. Good stuff. Okay. Moving on, 10, show Van Halen album because Eddie wanted to play with Kiss. So for me, Van Halen 1, Ain't Talking About Love is my favorite song from Van Halen. I listen to that song, I feel like I can run through a wall. I love it. Okay, last question, question 11. Show an album from Ace and Peter after Kiss. I'm going to do something a little different here, because I think I have everything. So, Peter Criss, I'm just going to show this here. This is, Let Me Rock You. This is on Coke bottle vinyl. I got this is a reissue from a couple of years ago. Sound quality is really, really good on this. These reissues were done nicely. So, I do have everything from Peter post-Kiss on either vinyl or CD. So there's Peter. I'm also going to show, I have the Eric Carr Rockology that was put out last year. And I'm going to, just because Ace is my main guy of the band, I'm showing what I have on Ace on vinyl. So we have the original 1987 Frehley's Comet. We have Second Sighting with the Hype. Another album that gets a lot of bad press, but I like it. Frehley's Comet Live Plus One. I also have a Frehley's Comet Live Plus One sealed with the Hype. Josh, I know you probably have one, but the Hype plus the strawberry sticker, man, had to have it. Love it. I refuse to open it. Okay, we have Trouble Walking. This is the repress, 45 RPM. I also have Anomaly. Great album. I have Frehley's Comet Live. This is on Orange. Good stuff here from Ace. And now we have the stuff that he's put out within the last 10 years. So we have Space Invader here. Ace Frehley Greatest Hits Live, the regular non-picture disc. Ace Frehley Spaceman on silver. And I have Origins Volume 2. So from what I can see, the only one I don't have is Origins Volume 1 on vinyl. And I do keep my eye out, but I'm not paying $150 for it, dude. I'm really not. But eventually I know I will. That's just me. I say that now, but if I can find it out in the wild, I do keep my eyes open, and I'd rather pick it up that way rather than dropping, making a flipper's day. Because once all those albums are released, flippers just purchase them all, and then off to eBay and Discogs they go and destroy people like us fans. So, Joe, that's it. I hope I answered all your questions. I think I did. I'm extremely happy that, your channel's expanding and you're still pumping out videos all over the place. MGK Boston, your wedding album, you're up next, my friend. Just be patient with me, and I'll talk to you all soon. Thank you, VC.